Hi guys, it's Hope. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited because I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 products from Essence that I have tried. I've tried a lot of Essence products, but I also haven't tried a lot of Essence products. I feel like over the last few years, Essence has been one of the brands that I do try a lot because they are inexpensive, and especially when I was like in middle school and the beginning of high school, I looked for the deals. I wanted the inexpensive products like Essence, Wet n Wild, e.l.f. And I've done a bunch of e.l.f. videos in the past. I feel like I've done Wet n Wild. I have done a best and worst of Essence, but I haven't like really sat down and been like, these are my top 5 products from Essence. So this is what I'm going to do today. Essence has sent me products before. I have a little card over there where they wrote like, "Hi Hope, here's some products for you." I still want to try, I think they have like a foundation. I still want to get my hands on a lot more, and I know they've been coming out with a lot more. Of all the products I've tried, these are the top 5 I have, and it means a lot if they are still in my collection, because you guys do know that I am really going through my collection and decluttering a lot of products. I'm only keeping the products I love, and if these 5 are still here, then that clearly means I still enjoy them. So without further ado, I think we should just hop right in and get started. And yes, of course, like I said, I do love other products from Essence, but these are the top 5. When I looked in my collection, I'm like, these are the top 5 that I like. So the first product is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I think this is a great under eye brightening powder. It is very yellow toned, but like that's kind of the point, but it's like bright enough, it's not too dark. I can kind of show you. It is a little bit powdery, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's a powder, it's gonna be powdery. But I think that it looks really pretty. It really just brightens under the eyes. It doesn't look like too cakey and powdery. My under eyes look nice and smooth. I already have powder on, but just like adding even more, it doesn't make it look powdery. It looks nice and smooth. I don't talk about this a lot on my channel because a lot of times on an everyday basis, I just quickly whip out like my Maybelline powder or an e.l.f. powder, and I just like one that I use all over my face. But if I really feel like my eyes are looking dark today, or I just am feeling the extra step of wanting to brighten under my eyes, I definitely use this. And you don't have to just use this under your eyes. You can use it in your T-zone too. But I think this is great, especially for under the eyes if you are having dark circles and you really need to brighten it up. Just adding that little bit of extra brightness really helps from a powder, and it even covers a little bit too, which is nice, and it just smooths out, and I love it. I really like this powder. I think Andrea Lee 23, one of my friends here on YouTube, she was the one that talked about this, and I was like, ooh, I want to try that. So thank you, Andrea, for your recommendation. One product that I have loved for years from Essence is the Make Me Brow Gel. I have the shade Blonde because I do like to brighten my brows a little bit and highlight them. Right now I'm out of my blonde pencil, so I'm using a Wet n Wild pencil that is like too dark for me. What is even the shade of this thing? Medium brown. It's too dark. I mean, my roots are dark, but I like to use a blonder pencil just to brighten my brows. And so today I have that Wet n Wild brow pencil in, and I feel like in my brows, and I feel like it's a little dark. So I did take a little bit of this Essence Make Me Brow Gel. It's just got like a tiny little doe foot applicator, not doe foot, tiny little spoolie applicator, and I just brushed it through, and I feel like it just highlights the brows. It brightens them a little bit, makes them look less dark, and it kind of gives them a little depth. They do hold in place. I don't use a brow gel on the everyday basis just because sometimes I just go the extra step and I just throw in some product and go. But if I do, this is one of my favorites because this doesn't make your brows crunchy either. It holds them in place, but it doesn't make them look like they're like you put hairspray in them. You know how you can get those products that are so crunchy? So if you're wanting that, this isn't it, but this will hold it in for a good everyday basis. This is also a dupe, I've heard, for the Benefit Gimme Brow. I've never tried the Gimme Brow, but I've heard many people talk about how this is a dupe. And this is like $2.99. This is so cheap. And it is, there's only 0.12 ounces in here, but are you gonna go through one of these like in a month? I don't think so. I've gone through a few of these before. I've repurchased this a few times, but I don't ever fly through a brow gel. You don't really need a lot. So this is beautiful. This is the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow. This is in the shade Solar Explosion. Let me just give you a swatch. Ready? Isn't that beautiful? I freaking love these. I need to get more shades because it is gorgeous. It is a liquid metallic eyeshadow, and you can smooth it out too. So if you don't want it to be that intense, you can kind of sheer it out a little bit and it's still really pretty. You can build it up. A lot of times I'll put this down and then I'll put in even like another shimmer on top, and I'll make it even more intense. This is just so pretty. I love this. It dries down. It stays in place. It is just amazing. And the reason why I chose this shade is because I have a lot of rose gold eyeshadow. I'm wearing rose gold today. I just have a lot of those pearly, pretty, pinky eyeshadows, and I was like, I want to get a liquid kind of gold, but not too intense. I have a lot of gold eyeshadows that are just so gold. They're like freaking, they're like orange. Not orange, kind of dark. I just want more of a brightening gold one that you can kind of add a little bit of a light champagne on top and make it just look like a hint of gold, where it's not like super intense, you know. And I really like this because this one isn't super intense, and it's just like, oh, it's just so pretty. I just put on a little bit more there so you can see. It's just so pretty. I love this. It's so nice on the eyes. It lasts all day. Now I have two mascaras. I've tried a lot of Essence mascaras, and they have some that are duds and there are some that are great. One that I love pretty much all day, every day is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Mascara. I'm wearing it today. It makes your lashes look so lengthened. It kind of volumizes. It doesn't necessarily curl. I think that's the one thing it doesn't really do, but it really lengthens them. I noticed, like, I could put on one coat, I'll just go toot, 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 and it's like, whoop. I love it. It's amazing. I think that it's pretty much as soon as you open it, it's good until it's like completely dried out. It's one of the mascaras that I do appreciate, that it's pretty much good. I love it the whole time it's open. There's some mascaras where it's like it's open, when you first open it, it's like good, but it's not great, and then it's open for like 2 weeks and it's amazing, and then it's like kind of duddy, and then it's okay. You know what I mean? There's some mascaras that are like that. This one I don't think is like that at all. I will always recommend this one. This one's like $4.99 too, which is great. I do love my Maybelline Lash Sensational, but I really like this one as well, and this one's even more inexpensive. Okay, and then I have the Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara, the 18-hour one. Oh, my nose itches. I like this one, but I don't sometimes. It's kind of that one that it was like there's a prime time for it. This one is a more dry formula. This one is a little bit more of a wet formula. I should probably tell you that. This one definitely, I do prefer more wet formula mascaras for some reason, because I've noticed dry formulas, they're good for a while and then they start to get really clumpy. But I noticed that this Essence one, the Volume Stylist one, the purple one, ooh. The top is the Lash Princess, the bottom is the Volume Stylist one. They're pretty similar. The Lash Princess is pretty much like bigger on the bottom and it gets smaller towards the top, or towards the tip of it. The Volume Stylist is kind of almost like a little bit of an hourglass shape. It is a little bit wider in the middle and then like skinnier on the ends. This one is definitely more of a dry formula. So if you like more dry formulas, go for this one. If you like more wet, go for this one. I really like this one too. This one really makes your lashes look long and lengthened, volumized. Doesn't curl as much. Both of these are kind of like more lengthening, not necessarily curling, but I do think this one does make your lashes look great. I'm wearing this one on my lower lashes today, and it definitely like really pulls each individual lash out. I really like this one. I have to repurchase it because this one's getting old. I just think that this one definitely has more of its prime time, whereas this one, it's kind of good all the time. But I've noticed that with dry formula mascaras, like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, that one, I have a love-hate relationship with that one. That one's kind of like this one, where it's like a prime time where it gets like really dried out. This one doesn't dry out as fast, but they do have their prime time. So those are my 5 products from Essence that I love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Let me know products from Essence that you love down in the comments. I'd love to try more products from them. We'll link down below my Essence Best and Worst video that I did a few months ago, like 5 or 6 months ago, because I do share more products from Essence in that video. And I do share like top 5, or I share like best and worst, whereas this was just my top 5. There have been products over the years that I have liked from them that I've just gotten rid of, or maybe they're not my top 5, but I do still really enjoy them, so definitely check out that video. I do have another one from a few years ago, but I really changed so much, so I don't know if I'll link that one down below. Anyway, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you stick around, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!